travel day, chilly day, time to get out of here day. As you can hear, I got the compressor going. I've got somewhat of a tire. Looks a little low this morning. I would imagine it was 25 degrees last night. But on a good note, the coach is running well. Sounds amazing. All the oil, all the levels look super, super good. So Molly just pulled around to get the Cybertruck ready to put on the trailer. And I'm gonna air up the tires, check the pressure. We're gonna get ready, make a coffee, and hit the road. These tires are looking really, really good. It's like we didn't lose any pressure. Curious why that one did lose pressure. Coach does go to service in a few weeks, so we'll let him deal with that back tire, double check it all, but we're gonna keep an eye on it. This one looks well, so we're gonna leave it alone. Really glad we put it in that onboard air compressor. All right, all tires look good. Steer tires look really nice. Coach is filthy, but hey, whatever, it's running. I think we're good. So everything looks good. It's checked out outside. Just made a coffee sitting on the counter. We're gonna meet Molly in the front and hook up the Cybertruck. Have a slow rolling start to the day, but actually we started at 8 a.m. this morning. Let's go meet Molly at the front. I think we just go to the right and we start making our way out. We got our friends over there getting up to go as well. That was my buddy Joey. We're all traveling together today. Yeah, this would have been not so fun with a trailer, so I'm glad we decided to dump that in the front and deal with that when it's time. Yeah, this would have been super tight. Got someone hanging out, kind of in the way in the road a little bit, but that's the RV life. You take it as it comes. It is always a fear of mine when you get into RV park. You kind of know the way to get in. You don't know how to leave until it's time to go. So you're making turns, you're trying to figure it out the best you can, but that's always somewhat of a fear. You gotta pay attention. They've got rocks, you know, you gotta watch out for RVs, you gotta watch out for cars that are sticking out in the middle of the road. And another thing, you gotta watch out for branches and trees. That's, you know, never fun. So, all right, we made it around that fence. I would say if you're not good with Tetris, don't do the RV lifestyle. This RV park has this new entrance and they're building onto this RV park, adding more sites. And I think that's where we're gonna hook up at. We've got plenty of room, we're out of the way, we're out of the drive. And I think that's the best spot for us because trying to hook up in the site, that would have been somewhat of a nightmare. I've been contemplating this exit as well the whole time I've been here. It doesn't look that bad once you take the motorhome down it. It does look like it would be a little tight. Then the idea is we're gonna hook up over here towards the left. Yeah, because we'll be out of the way of the construction entrance as well. This RV park is actually adding all of these sites in right there. Looks like they're gonna be concrete. So that's very, very nice. My Chariot awaits. The tire looks way better. I'm glad I decided to put air in it. But yeah, this is the spot we'll be hooking up at.
I thought you were climbing out.
After you don't do it for like 2 months, or well, a month and some change, you're like, wait, what am I supposed to do? You're putting a Tesla on a trailer. The biggest thing you want to do is make sure the car is in park, jack mode is on, and set to medium. Well, that's the Cybertruck instructions per spec.
You're gonna run off the cliff? Yeah, you were gonna run off the cliff.
No.
I was joking.
Honey, we have all this room. I can keep going. We're good here.
Oh, you are? So I did good?
Yeah, maybe.
You're good. Faster. Go.
Don't call me Fester.
Go faster.
Uncle Fester? Is that you? We have made it to our location. Yesterday was just a travel day, but I bought a vehicle for a business, and that's what we're gonna go pick up today. When I first got it, I took it in for service, and I made sure like everything was topped off, everything was good to go. So we're gonna go pick up basically an investment vehicle. Yesterday, as you saw, I was airing up the tire here and the tire here. This is the dually of the tag right here. It was somewhat a little low. This one in the very back, this is the tag that goes up and down. And I got to looking at this tire and wheel here. Well, I noticed that this little plastic piece right here was pushed in, and it's been coming out. So if you guys know any tips or tricks how to keep this to stay in, this keeps the air truck from the inside of the dually wheel from rubbing. Well, this was pushed all the way in, and this happened to be rubbing against the rim inside, which caused a small pit. It's not losing any air. These are pretty thick, and you can see how much it had just been rubbing. And I fixed it yesterday, and I put it in, and when I got to my location, it was already pushed in again. So I cannot air up the inside dually tire unless I change this out. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna get it all set up. So problem is, we don't have enough daylight. Maybe that's a personal problem, I don't know. But I'm gonna go grab some packages at the office that I ordered for maintenance, and we're gonna have another maintenance day, and maybe makes it a little fun as well. Picked up the investment vehicle, which I'm gonna show you guys. Last night, it got super dark when we went to go pick it up. Just got it fully serviced, it's good to go. Just got the parts in for the coach today. Everything is looking up. We're super excited. I love when a day just works out. You're gonna come along. Today's just a little bit of a maintenance day. Tomorrow is going to be the holiday. I'm gonna head to the store in just a little bit, get some ingredients for a pie I'm making. I couldn't find all the ingredients. If you're watching this, Thanksgiving has already passed, and I hope you guys had a good one. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, happy holidays to you. We're just gonna hang out, relax. We may go hang out with some friends. I'm gonna show you the new investment vehicle and what I have kind of planned for it. I've got multiple companies that I run and that I own. We didn't just win the lottery and get to travel full time for free. We've worked very, very hard to get where we are in life. I think a lot of people see all the things we have and all the things that we do, and they assume it with being handed everything that we have, and that's definitely not true. So it'll be fun as you grow with us, we grow with you, and we tell you a little bit more about who we are and what we do. I'm gonna show you my investment vehicle, and then I've got some plans for it. It may not be till the summer, but let me just show you. There she is. Check it out, check it out, check it out. You're probably thinking, what in the world did you buy this for? This was a one owner unit. This is a 2018 Ford Transit. Just had it fully serviced. Had one of my techs that I've known for a little bit go through the entire process and through the whole entire vehicle. And he couldn't believe how clean this was. Let me pop it open in the back, and let me show you around. I know you're probably wondering, what in the world, Jaron? What are you doing with this van? Well, the more we make videos on this channel, you're gonna find out. This thing has literally never been used. It came with all of these Adrian steel components. It's got a divider here. It's got all the shelving. Has a huge inverter. This inverter is huge. It's got the DOT safety stuff, but literally zero dings, zero dents. Got some ideas. Drop your comments below. What do you think I'm gonna be doing with this? It's more dusty than anything because, you know, there's never been actual work been done in this. The only thing this van really has on it is some bird droppings. It's got a ladder rack on it. I mean, let's go. Super, super clean. Let me know if you've ever seen a Ford Transit this clean. The motor is very sound. And here's why I can tell you this has never been used. Still has tape on it right there. The key is literally still in the drawer. Very, very nice. To outfit one of these, this would have cost over $8,000 to $10,000 for all of these components right here. The inside is just as clean as the outside. It's got a fire extinguisher in the back. It's got mats, rubber. I mean, thing is spotless. We've got some plans for it. I can't tell you exactly what I'm doing. You're just gonna have to hold on and wait. But I gotta get this maintenance done because we're heading to Indiana. As you guys know, we're getting our window repaired and some other things, which I'll be talking about in like 2 or 3 other videos. And we're gonna wait until it's completed to make sure everything was done, and then we're gonna make a whole entire recap video. The van is, like I said, it's super clean, but we'll be releasing what we're gonna be doing with this in the summertime. And as time gets closer, I'll let you know. But we got some stuff coming up, and we won't be doing anything until, like I said, midsummer, end of summer with this, and hopefully the plans all come together, and but we'll keep you in the loop. But anyways, that's the investment van I was talking about last night. We went to go pick back up. Like I said, I had the mechanic go through it. Today we're also going to add some new LED light bulbs in it. There it is, the brand new investment van. Well, not brand new, but new to us. But if all plans persist, this will be a great investment. Enough of the investment van. We've got maintenance to do on this bad boy today. We're gonna grab the parts, we're gonna start the maintenance. I do gotta get that tire figured out and make sure that middle tire is full of air. So this is the part I was telling you guys about right here. So this actually went bad, and actually comes with a little air chuck as well. I was gonna service the aqua hot today. In order to service the aqua hot, it has to be, totally cooled off and ready to go. And if I turn the aqua hot off, it means we won't have any heat. I think we might be doing Thanksgiving with friends. We do have friends in this area that are like family, and that'll be fun to connect with them and go from there. I cannot get this open. I gotta go get some scissors to get this open, but we're gonna get this open and we're gonna change this out, and hopefully everything goes to plan. Enough talking, let's get this project going. Let's keep on moving. Just have to swap this out right here and we should be good to go. Hopefully it's as easy as just unscrewing and putting it on. So gonna get the proper tools in. Sorry, I seen airplane and I'm like, I love airplanes. I've got a love for aviation that just can't be tapped. My pet peeves of this motorhome is I wish these doors went up and not out. I'm not the youngest person in the world, but I feel like I'm at a decent age. I mean, could you imagine being like 70 or 80 and you're trying to get down here and you're like this? And you're trying, and I mean, that's work on your back. I'm trying to think the tools that I'm needing for this. Probably like a little box wrench, something I can get my hand in there, because it's gonna be tight. Well, after unpacking everything in here, the tool I'm looking for is not even here. I promise I don't collect this much stuff either. It's just when you're on the road and you're constantly moving and you're doing stuff, you gotta find a place to put it all in. I really don't need 4 hitches, but hey, I got them if I need them, right? Like I showed you yesterday, this keeps falling inside, causing the middle tire to rub on here, and you can see it's already rubbed a small pit there. I think it might just be that simple. Boom. Yeah, check this out. You can tell it's been rubbing for quite some time, and you may say, hey, dude, you're crazy for not knowing that. Look, I'm telling you, every time on my pre-walk-arounds, I would fix that piece, right? Things happen, but that is terrible. And I know it's a little embarrassing to show you that, but it may have been happening longer than I thought, and I just now found it. I know what you're thinking. Why did I not find this? Why did I not check this? Well, I'm making a video about it to help someone else, to keep an eye on things like this. You guys know in all of my videos, I do a walk around. Every time I stop, I do a safety check. I'm always fixing, I'm always looking. This right here is a total accident. These are little things that you miss. You're looking at the tire, you're thinking, hey, our tires are good to go. There's no problem. Now, the original is a lot longer, but this is all Amazon had. They all pretty much look the same, but we do need something for now. And this is actually brass. We're gonna get it swapped out. We gotta air up that middle tire, make sure we're good to go. Today's a good day to air up the tires because it is nice and cold. It actually doesn't look that bad, to be honest with you. Nice and new, but let me get that tight on there and we'll see if we can apply some air. But there is a difference. I mean, the original is more heavy duty than this new one, but I think we'll be okay. Just to get us where we need to go. Technically they are the same length, this just has a longer cover that hides the air chuck. First check, let's make sure we can get some air that's popping out of here, and we'll know for sure if it's connected or not. Yep, we are good. Nice and tight. I'm gonna reapply this right here, make sure it fits. And like I said, if you have any tips or tricks how to keep this from moving when we're driving, this is the problem. This falls inside of here, and that's where the rubbing started. Maybe gluing it in? I know that sounds silly. I'm sure one of you will tell me. You guys are a world of knowledge, and I do appreciate it. Let's make sure everything is lined up nicely, and we'll be road ready. The only thing I think could have caused that, maybe if the inner tire was a little bit low on air, they weren't perfectly level, maybe that's what caused that to pull in and start rubbing against the rim. Let's get some air in it, and let's double check everything that it is perfectly fine.
Then we're gonna move on to put some new headlight bulbs in the investment van. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the new investment van. There's a lot of cool stuff. I'm so excited, but I gotta give it to you slowly. I can't give it to you all at once. We're gonna get this compressor ripping and get this air filled up. I'm gonna try to top off the front tires to 125. I did notice that the compressor wasn't fully open for the PSI, so we're gonna try to get that ripping and keep moving along because it's getting cold. I bought this compressor on sale last year at Lowe's and saved like $100, so not too bad. It's a good compressor. We've been doing this travel lifestyle, I would say, pretty close to 6 or so years. If you guys travel, let's say you travel for work or you travel for leisure or you're retired, what are some things that are in your toolbox? Comment down below. I would say the most important things for me, having impacts and drills, having a way to air up your tires, make sure you've got an onboard compressor or something for emergencies, and 3, some easy way to be able to jack up a tire or for emergencies. So comment down below, what are items in your toolbox or something that you recommend making this lifestyle more easier or just traveling on the go. We're gonna get this aired up, we're gonna test out, make sure it's good to go. So the reason actually I found that it was like this, for one, I saw the black thing hanging out the other day, and 2, I wanted to go add air in this, and air was just shooting out everywhere. Well, it was shooting out from the divot right here. So yeah, be sure to check that. And then again, you can see that the air cap has been chewed up as well. Coach specifications for this Integra are as follows. So the very front should be 125, the middle is 80, and the back is 90. So I was correct. So we're gonna top all those off and make sure our tires are 100%. I'm a stickler for making sure this stuff is good because I don't want no problem. So we are about 8 PSI in difference. So it should be at 80 and we were just a little bit below that. I'm gonna see if I can't get those front tires at 125. I was just a little concerned the other day that they were at 110, but I was trying my best to get them at 125 like they should be. Let's go. That's what I love to hear. The other day, it would not allow me to add any more air because the compressor wasn't set to 200, which more pressure to fill up the front tires. We were only getting about 110, 115, which they call for 125, so I can make it to the truck stop and add air if I needed to. But in emergency, at least we know we can get to 110 or more. So I was actually looking for another compressor because I thought the one that I have cannot handle these tires. We're already at 120 and we should be at 125. So I'm super excited that this does work and I don't have to buy a new compressor just to be able to fill up these front tires. Thank goodness for that. Got the fam eating some lunch right now. I don't want to eat it right now because I know if I stay inside and I eat this warm food, I won't want to go back outside. Gonna go air up the other side, and then we're gonna move onto the van. I feel like I didn't give you like a full in-depth walk around of the van, but it's just a 2018 Ford Transit. But I'm telling you, it is so clean. And funny story, I used to buy stuff all the time off a marketplace. If you ever see a deal on marketplace, you can make some money. I still do that on the side. I'm constantly looking wherever we travel. I'm always looking for like deals on marketplace that I can flip and make money on because it's just, I can't get rid of that hustle inside of me. And I just absolutely love it. Just like these trailers, I found all these trailers on marketplace. We're gonna air up the other side of the tire, get all the maintenance done, get inside, eat a little bit of lunch. But I'm creating a video, we're posting every single week, and we're glad you're here, and thank you guys so much for the support. We really appreciate it. Also just reading a few of the comments from the last video we posted, but I'm reading through all the comments right now. You guys are hilarious. A lot of you are team Cybertruck as far as it goes, which versus the Hummer. I mean, Tesla does have, I think, one of the best platforms and infrastructures for the EV industry. I'm seeing it, everyone's pretty much pro Tesla, so I do like that. A lot of people don't like the Cybertruck because it is different. It looks goofy, I get it. The simplicity of the Cybertruck and the infrastructure that Tesla has, it's just unbeatable for the EV market. But as of right now, I like my setup. It is fun to have a diesel pusher and have an EV on the back. I just think it's hilarious. And I think it's funny that two of these vehicles, they can coexist in the same world. It is okay. You can like a Cybertruck and you can like a diesel pusher. It's totally fine to have multiple vehicles. And if you want a Lamborghini or a Corvette or something that's high pushing pistons, that's okay too. You can do that. Enough mumble jumbo, just wanted to talk and hang out. Let's get everything completed. We don't have much time left. The time is the biggest problem now, especially with the sun setting at like 4:30 in the afternoon. Let's get this air filled up to 125 and we'll know that all of our PSI is good to go for the road trip coming up to Indiana. And I'm super excited to get the coach fully finished and get the coach where it should be and have zero problems with all the stuff that's going on. I have a love-hate relationship with wintertime, you know? Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I mean, who likes to be cold, right? I feel like us as humans it's normal, right? We complain when it's cold outside, we complain when it's too hot. I think fall is the ultimate weather. If I'm not mistaken, I think this one's at 110. I checked it the other night, 110, 115. We're gonna get it to 125 though. Let's say between 120, 130, and we'll get that 125 we're looking for. We're almost there. While I'm sitting here waiting for this to finish, if you look super, super close, you can see how close the tires come in contact. And they go up inside of the coach when we slam on air. If you were to have the tires turned at all, you could crush this entire fender well. Definitely something you have to learn when you have a coach or anything that does drop on air. But I mean, you can't even fit your finger in there. It is so tight. You see that? You got a little room if you were to move sideways. Just like that. I think we're good, 125. I'm gonna grab these headlights. I should have dropped them off with the mechanic. And my mechanic was like, dude, you should have just left the bulbs with me. I'm like, I know, I should have. Pop the hood, get these headlights put in. Maintenance day, maintenance day, maintenance day. Here's the driver's side, super, super clean. You actually turn on the power inverter right there so you can charge your laptop and everything you need to do. You just flip the switch, bada bing, bada boom. It turns on everything that you need. So you're good to go. Just flip this up right here. Bam. I'm gonna start this van up. And I'll show you what the headlights look like now. Turn these things on. So check it out. Yeah, right now we're rolling with this. Yeah, we gotta get rid of all that. Say goodbye to these halogen. She's purring. I mean, guys, look how clean this is. For a 2018, she's purring super, super nice. Thing is just very, very clean. A mechanic said these should be pretty easy to swap out. I think we just have to pop this back here. I'm gonna see how easy this actually is, because every time I'm always dealing with something underneath the hood. Let's just be real, I'm not a mechanic by any means. So I'm always slicing my hand open or something. Who's guilty for that, right? I know we all are. God, I'll be dropping nothing. I think I got it. Just like that. All right. You know, hopefully these are correct, because I did buy these like 3 or 4 months ago before we started our big trip, and I was gonna just pop them in one night, but it got too dark and then we had to go. Remember when we had the trailer fiasco and the trailer didn't work? Yeah, that was the problem. Cross your fingers. These work. Yeah, H11. Everyone I've ever bought from Amazon have like flickered and been a problem. I did spend a little bit extra more money on these. I don't even know the brand. Oxidio. I don't know. If you guys have these, let me know. Or what do you guys recommend for a good LED swap out? Oh yeah, these are like an all-in-one unit. These look pretty nice. What do you guys think about that? It's got like a fan built into the back or an air shroud. Very cool. Now, I didn't get one for the brights because we don't really need one for the brights because we're not driving with the brights on all the time. I'm gonna pop this headlight on to make sure it's actually clicked in there before I put it in there. Ooh, she's a glowing. Woo, thing is bright. I don't remember how this light actually went in here though, now that I'm looking at it. I guess I should have looked how the light bulb went in there. Got some damage going on. Turn that on, turn that on. That just looks way better, right? LED versus halogen, and it looks brand new. There you go. Dana looks so good. All right, enough piddling. I gotta get these put in. We are losing daylight. Okay, that last one was definitely a booger. It did not want to go in. I got some cuts on my hand, but I'm not bleeding, so it did go well. All right, enough of that. Let's start the van up and let's see what the lights look like. It's been a while since I've had a good marketplace find. I'm definitely digging it. We'll go ripping it in a minute too. I gotta go to the store. Oh, maybe I'll get some like fog lights. This is just a work edition, so there's no fog lights, but maybe I should put some fog lights for like a cool light bar or something. I don't know. All right, you get to see it first. Woo! Fresh, bro. The only thing I don't like are those little T10 bulbs inside. They're called like, I think they're T10. Might be the running lights. I can always pull those out. You really don't need them because it's giving off that yellow vibe. Can't really tell that it's in there. It throws it off a little bit, but not that bad. We'll leave them in there for now. But man, the LED just changes everything. Kind of wakes up the style a little bit. I like that. I'm gonna save the halogen bulbs just in case we need those, or these lights start having a flicker party. We'll just put these in the back somewhere. Maybe back here. See an LED inside here too, so that's pretty nice. Oh yeah, it's good to go. I thought the LEDs would be freaking out the camera, but it looks nice. All right, we're gonna pack up everything outside the motorhome, let the van warm up, got the heat going. It's gonna be nice and toasty when we get in. And then we're gonna head to the grocery store. You're gonna come along. Let's go look at all the last minute people trying to get groceries. Technically that's me as well. Now mind you, I did get everything I was supposed to the other day. I just needed one thing for my pie, and the grocery store didn't have whipped cream. They had dairy version, but the non-dairy version they didn't have that I liked. And Molly's grandma used to make peanut butter pie. Well, she still does. She makes peanut butter pie every year for Thanksgiving. And we're not gonna be with them this year for Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna make peanut butter pie. I've got a recipe. It's so simple, but it's so good. And every time we eat it, we think about her grandma. And she's awesome. Her grandparents are literally so cool. So let's pack this up. Let's head to the store. It's getting cold. Comment down below, do you guys like make a family recipe? What's your go-to Thanksgiving dessert dish? You guys know I'm a sucker for some sugar, so hey, if there's a Cinnaholics around here, better believe I'd be a Cinnaholics. Woo! Look at that van from over here. Dang, she's fresh. I do need to get some LEDs for the license plate. That has to be done. I think it's probably like 30 degrees out already. Can't believe I'm actually out here doing all of this, but maintenance has to get done. Maintenance doesn't just stop for you, right? No matter what the temperature is. So make sure we put everything up how we found it. Kind of just toss in here a little bit. I have all these hitches I gotta get rid of now that we have all the Genwise. So, all right. I think we're packed up. We're gonna lock the under bays, and let's head to the grocery store. How many people do you think are going to be there? I'm just curious. Probably quite a bit. I hear the air compressor kicking on in the underbelly. I'll have to turn that off. I was like, what the heck is that? Also, I'm going to show you the stuff I did get for the Aqua Hot service. I got a new filter right here, and they also, recommendation for the service would also be a brand new tip. Sprayer nozzle. And funny story is I just got this thing serviced. I'm gonna tell you the story about my Aqua Hot service on the way to the store. And this is why I tell people, you always wanna make sure either do it yourself or hire someone you trust. One of the reasons I'm doing most of the maintenance myself lately is because it's so hard to find someone that you trust. Or when you travel full time, a mechanic on the road that's gonna do what they say they're gonna do. I had my Aqua Hot service a few months ago. The tech was supposed to put in the new burner, replace all the parts, service it, change everything out. What he did is, when he said he serviced everything, now mind you, I marked everything with a marker on the dates that when the dealer put everything in, when it was time for service to be done. I saw him, because I had my windows open, I saw him take the new parts with him to go service the Aqua Hot. He was down there for about 5 minutes to 10 minutes, basically just sat out there. He went back to his truck with the new parts and he put them on there and he just swapped it out with an old one he already had. Now the reason I found out that he did that is because whenever he showed me, he's like, hey, just wanna let you know, I went ahead and serviced the Aqua Hot. Here's the filter box, look how dirty it was. He didn't pay attention to the filter brand is totally different. So he said he took it out and he never did. The two brands were totally different of the one he already had. And the one he had was filthy, and I watched him take it from the back of his truck in an old bin where he keeps all the old filters. He swapped it out to make it look like he pulled it out for mine. But little did he know, the one that was supposed to be swapped out had a date on it. And the one he swapped out and took out that he said was mine, it wasn't mine and it didn't have a date on it. So he never swapped out the nozzle and he never changed out the filter. So what I'm getting at is be careful who you're hiring and be careful on what you're doing. He could have got me over on a few $100s. And not just that, a few $1,000s, because that Aqua Hot burner was not very cheap to replace. Moral of the story, make sure you have good mechanics that you're dealing with. Make sure it's somebody you trust. Aqua Hot even told me that this technician was the best of the best in the area that I was in when I was in Florida. They're the ones who gave me his phone number. So that's just crazy to me. basically my burner was replaced, and I guess I've never even told this whole story. Basically, I called him for a service. My burner went out, my burner went bad. When he got there, he basically did the first initial, like, I'm gonna check everything out, I'm gonna make sure it is completely, that it is your burner. So he went through it all and he was like, yep, you need a new burner. It's going to be X amount of dollars. I'm going to go ahead and order one. You need to put a deposit down. He orders a new burner. I put down, I think like $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever it was, because it was going to be a very big project. So he gets there with the burner and he starts taking everything apart. He does bring a new burner, which to me seemed a little fishy because the box was already open and some parts were moved around, and he basically it's almost like he took multiple parts from another project, and I paid for a brand new burner, then he was going to replace it with a used burner, and I asked him about it, and he goes, oh, that one's not yours, let me swap it out. So I already knew something was really fishy and something was going on, right? At the end, I'm like, hey, I want my other burner for the parts and stuff just in case. And he goes, oh, no, that's not how this works. The price I included also included me taking your old burner. My burner could probably be repaired and be fixed. He goes, well, I'm not doing it. I refuse to put on your new burner you paid for if you don't give me your old burner. He goes, that's what I included in the price. That's why I gave you such a good deal. Mind you, I don't say how this was a good deal because I'm paying over $5,000 for a service, brother. He goes, well, then I refuse to do it. I said, okay, well, get on out of here. Now, mind you, that burner online used is almost $2,000, not working. Let that sink in for a second. So he was going to probably just repair it, which I did have it repaired as a spare and have a backup. The thing is, you came and you diagnosed the AquaHot that it was a bad burner. So I paid you to put a brand new one on, and I ordered one through you, and I ordered you to service everything, make sure the filters were good. But yet, he wanted to charge me for the new burner, he wanted to keep my old burner, and he never wanted to change the filter. What I'm getting at is, be careful who you hire, and look, we're already out of daylight. This is crazy. This place is packed. I didn't think I was going to bring that up tonight. And I didn't even leave a bad review on the guy's page. We shook hands. We went on with our day. He actually told me he apologizes for everything he was going to be doing and all that other stuff. And, we basically built the bridge back together. But I just still think today that was such a scamish move. When someone calls you to service something, you don't sit here and start adding and tacking things on and go, well, the price was that because that's what it was. No. If someone's paying you to do something, you put the product on that the person paid for, and that's it. You don't keep someone's product unless they give it to you. It's like when you go buy a new refrigerator at Lowe's. They're not going to take your old refrigerator unless you're paying them to take it. Typically, you have to deal with your own refrigerator. Enjoying these videos lately with you guys, hanging out, having a good time, but we're going to park real quick and then we're going to end the video. I'm telling you, this parking lot is packed. Does this have a sensor on the front? Heck, I thought it had a sensor. Now I'm only going in here for two things. Two. You know how that works. You guys saw me go to Lowe's. I came in there for one thing. So this is where we're gonna end the video. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate you coming along, whatever this was. And you know how this goes. We'll see you on the next adventure.